Supreme joy is perceiving this moment. Supreme peace, supreme happiness, supreme all-pervading goodness. Is the perceiver of this moment, the attention, who is looking, who is perceiving in this moment through you. Is supreme joy. But from the moment you wake up in the morning to when you fall asleep at night, we call it the waking state. Your thoughts are telling you otherwise. Your thoughts are telling you who you are, what your problems are, what your desires are, what your worries are, why you are unhappy, why you are stressed. And you think this is you, because your thoughts are constantly telling you this is who you are. People are afraid of brainwashing, but isn't this brainwashing? Isn't this the constant brainwashing that is happening, that is binding you to this person, this body, this mind, basically these thoughts. But if you actually look, if you stop listening to the thoughts and actually investigate, witness the process of thinking, you see behind the thoughts, you see the consciousness who is a witness to the thoughts, who is untouched by the thoughts. And in fact, the thoughts themselves no longer are thoughts, are real things. It is just energy. It is just a movement of energy. Just like you get caught up in a movie. You get scared in the movie. It's a scary movie. You get frightened. Your friend says, "Look behind you. Look at what the movie really is." It is a light that is shining through pictures, film, with sound, creating the illusion of the movie, of a story. Just like if you ever had a friend, had friends when I was young, who constantly lied. They tell you things like they had a yacht, and lovers when they're 10 years old, and motorcycles. And when you actually go to your friend's house, you find out it's all untrue. If you investigate your thoughts, if you stop listening to your thoughts, stop paying attention to your thoughts as reality, just for a little bit of the day, to take a break, to stop grabbing hold of thoughts. It's what we're doing in meditation, yeah? In any type of meditation you are practicing. You are letting go of thinking. You're not fighting with thoughts. You let thoughts be. You know they're liars, so you let thoughts be. And you be aware of the thoughts. Really, you let thoughts be and you recognize the awareness. That is already a witness to the thoughts. That is already bliss. That is already peace. That the thoughts aren't real. They are movements of energy. They are not real in the sense that they do not define who you are. They are not a limitation of who you are that binds you to a person, to this physical body, to this what you call reality. But we get caught up in paying attention to our thoughts, and the thoughts love it. Thoughts just want to keep telling you stories. They want to keep telling you your problems. They want to tell you what happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and brings back the unhappiness from 40 years ago. But where is that unhappiness? Where is the situation? Or it does the opposite. It projects in the future stories that have not even happened. You imagine things that happen. And you tell me, but I am these thoughts. I am these stories. But when you go to sleep at night, are you these stories? When you are in deep sleep, are you this person? Where are your stories? Where is your past? So to be liberated, to be free, means to be free from being bound to your thoughts, to your stories. At one level, this is freedom. Because when you are not bound to your thoughts, when you are not bound to your senses, you start perceiving a subtler reality. That as you go subtler and subtler into the essence of thought, into the essence of attention, into the essence of experience, you become unbound to this person with all these stories. And that is supremely happy, supreme happiness. When you get to the point you are unbound to this person, because you are unbound to the thoughts, the stories, the consciousness is subtler than the thoughts, subtler than identification. It even goes subtler than energy, where the very perception is bliss, is unbound to this physical world, this physical body, is unbound to your stories. See, we're always trying to solve our thinking with more thinking. If we can just think our way to happiness. But it is like an insect caught in a spider's web, where the more they move around, the more the web sticks to them, binds them. And so the more you pay attention to your thinking as reality, the more you are bound to this person and the suffering that goes with it. You don't have to. Believe me, you can check for yourself, investigate for yourself. Let go of your thoughts. Let go of mind. Don't try and stop them or repress the thoughts. Let them be in awareness. Let everything be as it is. Listen to this Shakti music that helps awaken you to bliss. You recognize the joy, the peace, that is the truth of this moment, that is aware of this moment, that is the perceiver. In the Wizard of Oz, they all go to see the wizard, and the wizard is with fire and smoke and roaring loud, scary. But Toto, the little dog, he sneaks behind a curtain, and he sees it is not true. This apparition is untrue. And so when we look behind the curtains of our thinking, when we recognize the consciousness who is aware of thoughts, we see a subtler level of thinking. That is energy. You begin to recognize all is good. Eventually you become unbound to this person, to this mind, unbound to this world as we know this world to be. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. The real joy, the real happiness is to become unbound to thinking. So if you got something good out of this video, please feel free to leave a comment. May you be blessed in her one supreme joy. May everyone and everything be blessed in her one supreme joy. Om Rim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Namah Chandikaya Jai Ma. Much love to you. Much love.